Hello, my name is Therese Crutcher-Marin and welcome to my website. I'm the author of Watching Their Dance, Living at Risk, and I'm going to read you an excerpt of my first chapter. Chapter 1. I sat in the familiar living room with my boyfriend John. It was a place where I'd experienced joy, laughter, and a multitude of beverages at many parties held in this delightful home. We waited for the news, the reason we are there. Being a naive 22-year-old college student, I didn't foresee the bomb that was about to drop on my world. It's Saturday, November 5th, 1978, and on his sister's request, John drove from California Polytech University, Pomona, to her home in Citrus Heights for the weekend. As usual, when John visits, I'm always invited for a fun-filled weekend planned by his sister, but this is different. We sat on the white sofa holding each other's hands, apprehension growing. Turning to John, I whispered in his ear, "Do you have any idea what they want to talk to us about?" He shrugged his shoulders. "It's something to do with our mom's side of the family, but other than that, I'm as clueless as you." As Laura and his two sisters, Marcia and Cindy, slowly entered the room, I felt the hairs on the back of my neck stand straight up. This cozy room, usually a safe haven, suddenly feels cold, unfamiliar, and threatening. Marcia took a seat across the room, crosses her legs, and wraps her hands around her knees with a smile like a Cheshire cat. She stared at us, moving her head side to side as if she were in a trance. Laura sits close to John, playing the mother role, patting his thigh, nodding and inferring everything is going to be all right. Cindy pulls up a footstool facing us, sits, and begins the daunting story of their mother, Phyllis Iva Cahoon, her life, and the family's secret. Cindy begins. The three of us approached Dad last month with lots of questions about Mom. We asked why Mom was committed to Napa State Mental Hospital, and I wanted to know her diagnosis. We pressed him for answers about her behavior, but you know Dad, he just got angry and yelled like he always does. So last week we visited Aunt Edie to hear her side of the story. Cindy took a deep breath before continuing. She told us Mom had Huntington's disease, like her father and three siblings. She paused for a moment to let the words sink in. It's a hereditary brain disorder, and each of us have a 50-50 chance of inheriting it. I don't know if you want me to go into more detail, John, because it's not very pleasant, but the good news is we now know what was wrong with Mom. My hand squeezed John's like a vice, and I moved close to him until I'm almost sitting on his lap. An icy layer of despair descends upon the room, and no one moves, the information not completely registering in my brain. My brow wrinkles and my eyes dart from sister to sister. I cock my head to one side, and the word "what" forms on my lips, but not a second comes out. Marcia breaks the silence. Aunt Edie said you could call her any time, and you're more than welcome to visit. She was shocked that we didn't know about the disease in the family. Since Laura and Bob have no kids, I'm single, and you are too, and Cindy, she assumed we made these lifestyle choices because of Huntington's. Standing and walking to the window, Cindy turned her face and crosses her arms. I instigated John. I'm tired of not knowing why things happen in our lives. Dad kept us in the dark, not just about Mom, but everything. It wasn't fair because we deserve to know, especially about this. She stopped and shook her head. You know, we asked to see Mom's death certificate, and he refused. He still denies she hasn't. Can you believe that, Laura says? Since Dad wouldn't show it to us, we went to the county and requested a copy of her death certificate. And sure enough, it said cause of death, strangulation, with Huntington's disease as the underlying cause. The room grew quiet, and my heart was pounding. Laura continues to pat Laura's thigh while looking at me. We're sorry to drop this on the two of you, but since you guys are talking about marriage, it's only fair to know about our family, Therese. If you like the story and you want to know what happens, please buy my book. Thank you.